4 people in the chat. Yes. Kirsty Jade. Kirsty Jade. Hello, how's it going?
Kirsty Jade was on it, bro.
She's on it. First comment of the day. Welcome, everyone. We haven't got our intro tune. Ding, 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 ding.
Do we have an intro tune? I didn't even know we had a set on.
No, well, Georgian, one day we will have an intro tune. We haven't quite worked it out yet.
Season 7.
By season 7 we'll have an intro tune. One day, Felicity is not Byron. This is Georgian.
Gosh, you should have this down by now, surely.
Come on, we're like episode 6 now, or 7?
Joe's got it done.
Yeah, even I'm starting to know. Hello everyone, how's it going? Come on in, come on, we'll wait for you to get in here. I think it's episode 6. See, Rihar's still in this room. Got your name right. So that you're going to meet me on Sunday. Yes, I'm going to meet a lot of you probably on Saturday, tomorrow or Sunday.
Wow, what is happening?
Tomorrow I'm in Bristol, back in the West Country, where I grew up, in Bristol for a book signing.
Nice,
and on the Sunday I will be in Brighton, the land of Zalthy.
So you're going from one hometown to a current town.
Yeah, which is quite interesting. I've only picked like 4 dates for my book tour. Where I grew up, where Zoe and Alfie live, Liverpool, and Edinburgh.
Do those have any special connotation to your life?
Never been to Edinburgh, always wanted to go.
That's decent.
And Liverpool, I've only been once, very, very briefly, so I want to go again. And that's about it.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to meet 600 people, 1,200 people over 2 days.
So many people are watching right now.
That's exactly how many people.
Everyone watching going to be there?
Everyone who's watching right now will probably be there, yeah.
Damn, bro.
So there we go. If you didn't know already, my book's out. First plug of the live show. Username Regenerated is out now. Here it isn't. This is not it. This is the Spectacular Sisterhood of Superwoman. Awesome female characters from comic book history. Who knows? Maybe one day Evie will be in there.
Hopefully.
I very much doubt it, but
that was
who
a
knows?
plug I was not expecting.
Yeah, I got given that for my birthday. Anyway. Let's get on with the show. We've got some news today, rounded up from the week. Funny news. I haven't slept properly for a week. That's the first news story. I've been getting up at very, very late. I went to go see the Foo Fighters this week with Georgia. Well, Byron, not this guy. With Byron.
I wish I never got the crack or the nod either.
I know, dude. One day. But we got to meet Dave Grohl, Taylor Hawkins, Pat, Chris, all of them. There he is. Instakill's back. Shout out to Instakill. Thank you very much. What am I looking for?
Do you need your laptop?
No, it's still charging. It's fine.
Oh.
I kind of need a drink though. I might make myself a drink.
For nothing there.
Georgian, you take over.
All right, on. Am I doing the first headline? You normally take headline.
You can talk about your life. We'll talk about the first story.
Well, I was born in 1993. I think this is not really news, bro.
Do you want a San Pellegrino?
That would be nice. Never actually had one of those before.
Knock yourself up, bro. Have a dip.
Why, thank you. This is packaging making things really hard to open the can first up.
I feel like,
my thirst quenched and I have to battle through this.
They give it that little extra bit. To start with, I was thinking, right, with these drinks. This is not sponsored, by the way, but I was thinking, it's so unnecessary to have these on top of them. But then I realised, right, turns out they do this. I don't know if they do this because of it, but these people always say to me, do you know, if you should always wash the top of a can, because think about it, they're going to be in a factory at some point where there could be rats running over it and like weeing on it and stuff. You never know where they're stored. So I think that's why they put this on there, to protect it, so you can just drink it straight from the can.
That is true. Bit of rat pee on the top though than in the can.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean,
have you ever heard a story of people that find like insects or something really grim inside of drinks?
Twice, yeah,
there was I don't want to say their actual name, but there was a drink called, it rhymes with Papri Nun, right? I'm not going to say what it was, but Papri Nun or Papri Nun. And they, there's a video of them finding like maggots in the bottom of a Papri Nun, which is just grim. But anyway, cheers to San Pellegrino.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for sponsoring this podcast. 1, it's not a podcast. 2, it's not sponsored. Don't worry. But anyway.
And 3, it's not real San Pellegrino.
No, it's not. It's Pan Pellegrino.
Here we go.
We've been fooled.
Again.
Anyway, first story of the day. Driverless cars might not... Well, I can't read. Driverless cars might be a lot less high-tech than we first thought.
Oh, what? They won't drive in midair?
No.
That's what I thought.
Apparently, I looked into this. They can't actually do that. They can't make cars that fly in the air because There's certain rules. Apparently, it would cause chaos. Imagine having cars.
Futurama had happened perfectly fine. They
Yeah.
were driving without a single issue, no traffic.
That's a cartoon by Georgian.
Yeah,
Thank you, Butterstock babes. What did you say? I didn't see your message. Can't wait to meet you tomorrow at the book signing. Gonna be fully tired. Though, and it's 10 a.m. earliest. It's gonna be at 10 a.m. earliest I've woken up. I mean, come on. This week I've woken up at like 5 a.m. every day. If I can do it, you can definitely do it.
Come out my room and there's no Joe.
Exactly. Crazy. Anyway, driverless cars are coming. They're gonna take your partner. They're going to take your loved ones. They're gonna put you in a big bin, or maybe not. With all the talk of driverless cars and robots taking over the world, perhaps these cars aren't so advanced after all. The most recent story involving a driverless car is where a Ford, dressed as a human test driver, has a car seat and made him drive around. What? I read that wrong. The most recent story involving a driverless car is where a Ford dressed a human test driver as a car seat and made him drive around. Sorry, we've got it in the end. Ford say they do have driverless cars. Yeah, we believe you, but they were testing something else out. They wanted to see how the people of Washington, D.C. reacted to seeing a car without a driver. This went as you might expect. Lots of people saying, is that a self-driving car? But the funnier bit was when the car stopped and the pedestrians could see it was a man dressed like a car seat. There's a load of great videos of people shouting at him, what are you doing? Why are you dressed like that? And here's a picture of this. There's actually a guy, a YouTuber called Rahat. He's got a channel called Magic of Rahat. I suggest you check him out because he does a lot of videos. He sort of invented this, like pretending to be a car seat and going through like drive-thrus and ordering food and then arriving like this, and then people in the like McDonald's were being like, what the hell is going on?
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It looks like a robo.
I would love to do that for a prank.
That would be a classic.
That'd
How does
be
he
great.
sing through that? I hope you could see.
Yeah, there must have been some sort of mesh eye holes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever dressed as a car? If so, press a 1.
That was
Whenever I burp now, I want to try and say Morty when I burp.
You need to have some green, constant snot stuff.
Green slime.
There we go.
That's what I want to be for Halloween this year. Oh, all of you saying that you dress as cars, I do not believe it. If you don't believe that, you got to believe this. Byron, Georgian, hit him. Next story.
Gosh. Okay, first of all, I'd love to know the process. This experimenter.
Yeah, I would love to know where this story came from. Where are you finding these?
Can donkeys tell the difference between a McLaren supercar and a carrot?
Can you tell the difference? Do any of you know what a McLaren supercar is?
Do any of you know what a carrot is?
Yes. Remember the carrot that had the wedding ring around it?
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's how I know. Before that, I didn't know what a carrot was, but until the Poop Scoop story about one, now I know.
Whoa! Someone's put Poop Scoop in the actual freaking.
And the question?
This is fishy. This is the question we were asking ourselves today on the Poop Scoop after a court case is being forced to look into the conundrum. What?
Conundrum.
That was awful.
He's from South Africa. He's not good with
I
words.
don't know what carrots or conundrums are.
So he said, "No, it's a carrot. I'm from Glasgow." That makes sense. There's like a thing where people say people from Glasgow don't eat vegetables. And is that true? I don't know. Have I just heard that somewhere?
You just make everyone in Glasgow say, what?
They think everything's like deep fried or whatever. It's not. I've been to Glasgow. I actually had some very nice food there.
Well, you can test it out in Edinburgh. It's not the same, but I mean, same country.
Yeah.
A 49-year-old businessman parked his bright orange McLaren supercar next to a donkey paddock whilst he ran some errands. This was a mistake, it turns out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the name of the donkey. I was about to ask you to read that out for me as well. Fartus the donkey decided to roll up the car and start biting the bumper and wing mirrors. For pleasure or revenge, we're not sure. But it did cause $30,000 worth of damage.
Now, we say £30,000 worth of damage. On that kind of car, that's probably just the wing mirrors and the wipers. That's probably worth 30 grand. These cars are worth like £250,000. Do you know what I mean? So 30,000 is probably not that much of the car being ruined, but I bet it just costs that much, yeah.
The police who turned up at the scene thought the donkey may have thought the car was a carrot. But the owner didn't find it that funny and is trying to get the donkey's owner to pay for the damage. The court will decide who's to blame on 20th of September, but Fartus is seemingly already on the run as he's moved 30 kilometers away from the scene of the crime to a new paddock. Well,
I can't believe that.
That is insane. Good on you, donkey.
Oh, right. That reminds me of a place I used to go to as a kid, and we actually went recently with Ollie and Britt, a place called Longleat Safari Park. And there's a bit in Longleat where you can drive. If any of you have been to Longleat, let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't, just shut up. But anyway, there's a bit where you can go, you basically drive through a giant safari park, and one of it is called the Monkey Land or Monkey Territory, and it says enter at your own risks, right? So you go through, and no joke, these monkeys will fork your car up.
Whoa! How
they jump on your car. They poo on your car. I've seen the amount of monkeys I see jump on the car and just take an absolute steaming dump on them. And then they rip off any bit of rubber, anything they can physically break off the car. They will break off your car. And
forks.
No. Well, I wish I said forks instead of the F word.
There are some culinary
experts down there. You can imagine a gorilla with a spade in his hand. Ready for you. But yeah, that's my an experience of animals breaking cars. On to the next story though. What is it like to live on Mars? Has anyone here been to Mars? Let me know in the comment section if you have. Press 1 if you've been to Mars. Press 2 if you haven't. This will find out who out of our audience likes to indulge in, I was going to say, eating mushrooms.
Well, keeping to topic, it would be great if you burped like Morty on the whole Mars story.
Yeah.
Really fit.
A manned mission to Mars is looking more and more likely as we set our targets to the red planet. I'm so excited about this. I hope it happens in my lifetime.
To go to Mars?
Yeah. Anyone watching this right now that's, I'd say 10 years old or younger, which I'll be surprised, but you know, who knows? It might happen in their lifetime. You know, I might just miss it. Who knows?
Oh,
Eloise writes that she's been to Mars.
Whoa, what was it like?
Whew, who knows? Let's find out. To find out what it's like to live on Mars, a team of researchers have asked Eloise Wright. No, I'm joking. A team of researchers have been living on a Hawaiian volcano for the last 8 months. I heard about this in the news actually, and have just returned to tell people what it would be like to live on the red planet. I can pre-guess this and say freaking boring.
Yeah, there's not much to do there.
One of the hardest things about living on Mars or a Hawaiian volcano apparently isn't the difficult terrain and heat, but the tension in relationships. That's what I would have said, right? Just being I remember going on a camper van holiday to New Zealand, right? Me and my 2 best mates, we hired a camper van for a month. Living within just us 3 in a camper van, like for a month, it did test friendships. I'm sure. You know, even though like they're my 2 best mates, it gets to a point where it's sort of like, oh, I just need space, you know.
Dang it.
The crew had mood sensors on them throughout, and the biggest trouble of the mission was the way the team felt about each other in confined conditions for such a long amount of time.
Mood sensors? It's like The Sims.
Yeah. Like a giant green crystal above their head. Can you imagine?
Eat and pee and sleep.
I'm telling you, I want to invent this, right? I need to invent, I'm not going to say it on camera because someone would freaking take my idea. Copyright. I just want to invent like a real life sim crystal above someone's head so you can see exactly what their interests are. And everyone in the world's got it. Everyone in the world's got it on like their forehead. And you can see what their interests are, who they are, their date of birth, their age, their like sexual preference, their like, you can see it all by the touch of a button, you know. You scan them kind of thing, and you can tell everything about them. That's what I want to invent.
Trademark that, really.
Yeah,
trademark. Copyrighted it, but trademark that as well.
Anyway, one thing that seems like it would be very important for Mars missions is virtual reality headsets that let the team spend some time on a tropical beach or somewhere nice that lets them escape from their real location. Well, what's the point of going to Mars then? If you need to order Mars to be on a beach back in Hawaii or a beach back in bloody the Maldives, what's the point of being in Mars? You may as well be in your front room and do it.
It's an awfully long way to go to repeat what
and think of all the things that could go wrong. Do you know what I mean? You're flying millions and millions of miles away. Sod that.
Some space garbage could hit your rocket.
Tell you what, my recommendation for this weekend, if you've got Netflix and you want to watch something, watch a show called Unacknowledged. It's about real like scientists and stuff that they talk about like Area 51, the Roswell incident, and like the fact that UFOs have been visiting this planet for a long time. I still don't know if I believe it or not, but watching that made me think, oh my word. Have you seen it?
No.
It was very interesting, but like I'm still not 100% sold on it. But give it a watch. If you get time over the weekend, give that a watch. It's my recommendation. It's called Unacknowledged on Netflix.
You've been on that conspiracy thing going on.
I have, yeah. It's Black Mirror. It's ruined me. But I tell you what, it's been interesting. It's been interesting because what's this picture from? We don't know what that's about, but hopefully we'll find out later on in the episode. Hopefully that's it. There should be in there, I don't know.
Just a picture of some stalking going on there.
Oh, Emma Dawkins has already watched it. What did you think of it, Emma? Because there was bits of it where it was explained like how the presidents of the United States have asked to find out what's been going on, obviously in the history of the records of aliens and that kind of thing, but they won't tell them because they're only in office for 4 years maximum. So it's like, why would you tell you? You're only going to be in charge of this country for 4 years, then you're probably away. So, do you know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of good points that I thought was very, very interesting. Right, next story, please, Georgian.
Once again, the police have made the headlines this week, but this time it's not a bunch of good-looking dudes taking selfies.
Oh yeah, remember the last
storm.
episode?
Yeah, no, the students are fighting the police, and the fight apparently goes on. Can't they catch a break, bro? Aren't they fighting enough?
Why are they fighting?
Fighting crime, apparently. Students in Paisley have got a conundrum.
Not in
Paisley. What is up with this conundrum word coming
Not in
up
Paisley.
And in Paisley.
Did we have conundrum in the last one?
That's the word you helped me with.
Yeah, conundrum.
Conundrum and carrot were the two things I had no idea.
The carrot conundrum.
Alright, let's start this one again, shall we?
Yeah.
Students in Paisley have got a conundrum on their hands. What should win, their own genius or the police? These clever students built something brilliant to make their lives easier. With their friends living over the road from them, they set up a pulley and bucket system that could deliver things to each other without leaving the house.
That's my dream.
That's the heart of laziness.
Lord, that is my dream.
There we go, that'll help the whole Mars thing.
I think we've actually got a photograph.
Maybe that was...
We have.
Is that the pulley system?
No, this is the picture. This is the pulley system. So imagine your friend lives there and you live here, and you can send stuff like beer and like anything else. Like you've got a DVD you want them to watch. I used to watch this. I finished with it. Put it in the thing. Send it across. You don't even have to leave your house, Morty, at all. You know. Morty.
You could use that on Mars to kind of get away from your mates a bit as well.
Yeah. You could crawl along it.
There we go. Well, it's been used to deliver tea.
Perfect.
Freaking British.
Yeah.
Biscuits, freaking British.
Yeah.
And course notes, freaking students.
Yeah.
But the police don't think it's so great, do they? No.
Oh.
The system lasted about 2 days. Petty cops. Before neighbours complained. Oh, it was the neighbours.
There's always a neighbours in it. It's always a neighbours. I wish that I don't know. I just wish I never had neighbours.
Before the neighbours complained that they were forced to take it down. Apparently the neighbours and police said it wasn't safe and it could drop on the heads of pedestrians. What? Of course no, it's dropping on my head.
Oh, but do you know what that is? It's PC gone mad. That's political, not political, what's the word? Just health and safety. Health and safety gone mad. I hate it. You know?
I hate health.
Back in the day when I was young, we used to throw spades.
Yeah.
And rocks at each other.
Whoa.
We used to have rock fights.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Bro, where did you grow
And
up?
I turned out alright, didn't I? Right. Next story. And the reason, I just realised how dark my eyes look in this show.
It's because we never got the lighting.
It's the
of
lighting,
weather.
alright? Hang on.
There we go. Are you going to make it romantic again? Ooh.
How's this? I actually prefer this.
There we go.
I still look like crap, but I still prefer this. Right. But now I can't read my notes. It's too dark.
I need these to read. You good? Oh.
Yeah. Right. The next story, and the reason why this video is called this video is because cartoon characters. We've had a little cheeky donation come in. Do I get some sub points because I've joined all your streams and donated? Remember me, Hannah Arsad. Yes, I remember you, Hannah, from the previous shows. I'm gonna give you 1,000 poop scoop points.
So it puts me out the lead.
That puts Jiren here.
Jiren?
With
Georgian and Byron mixed.
Got Georgian and Byron
Jiren.
mixed up. Someone says throw spades, Jazz, you do. I will do, thank you. Cartoon characters in real life. Here at the Poop Scoop, when things go viral, we notice. And this week, a wonderful gallery showing humans who look like cartoon characters went very viral indeed. This is the kind of thing that I would click on straight away, and I love it. How did I not see this? With characters from Up and Johnny Bravo, it really shows the variety of human shapes. Okay, so here we go. You know what the guy from Up looks like? We found the actual real-life version of the guy. Boom! There he is, Mr. What was his name? What was his name in the film?
I didn't watch Up.
You've never seen Up?
No.
He's never seen Up.
I've never seen Up.
First one to get his name right, it was Carl someone. But what was his surname? And Christopherson? First one to get it is Carl, yeah. You get Mia, you get some points. Fredrickson, Mr. Fredrickson. Lucy and who was the girl? Carl Fredrickson. The other girl was Lucy and Mia
How many points did they get?
250.
That puts me in 4th place.
I know, dude. You're. How many do you have?
0. You haven't got a single point. 6 episodes.
I think I had quite a lot. Are you ready for this? Who remembers Johnny Bravo? In the comments right now, put a 1 if you remember Johnny Bravo. Do you know Johnny Bravo?
Of course, bro.
What? Yeah.
Hey, baby.
He was a bit, yeah. He was a bit like Elvis Presley, wasn't he?
Yeah. He moved every single word he said.
Yeah. Well,
hey,
anyway.
Mama. That's it.
Hey, mama. Anyway, here he is. A real life Johnny Bravo. It actually is, isn't it? That's so
he knew
funny.
he looked like Johnny.
So
He's wearing a black shirt. Oh,
no, if only he was wearing a black shirt.
Could have done it. Bro.
That's literally him.
Yeah, full on.
That's so funny.
How's he done that to his hair? That's insane.
I don't know.
Well done, man.
Impressed, especially in the gym as well. My hair in the gym is not like that, that's for sure. That looks so well. This has just been like perfectly blow dried.
And he's gymming in very casual wear.
Yeah, he's wearing jeans. Oh, he's not in the gym. He's in the he's in the lockers. He's in the lockers afterwards. He's just had a shower. He's really pumped himself. Anyway, and the last one is a picture of the guy who looks like Ratatouille, right? The guy from Ratatouille. Here you go. But the thing, I'm not gonna lie. This, to me, I think Josh Peters looks more like the guy from Ratatouille than this geezer. I'm not gonna lie. That is brilliant though. It's brilliant, but I like the fact that he's clearly embraced it and he's okay with it. That's the thing. I feel like if that could be very, very damaging for people growing up. Be like, "Hey, it's a kid from Ratatouille." Always check with them to make sure that it's okay. If you've got someone in your school who looks like a cartoon character, make sure they're also laughing along with the joke. If they're not laughing, then they're obviously getting upset by it, you know? So wait till they can't hear, then do it. No, I'm joking.
I did ask Josh if I could call him the guy from Ratatouille.
I do it all the time without his consent, but then again, I'm allowed. You know, he's got less subscribers. He's got to do what I say.
Excuse me. North Korea owes New York City $156,000.
You're joking. Prove it.
The drama between North Korea and the USA right now, it's pretty intense.
Yes, I've heard.
Lots of world leaders calling each other names. Like what? They're calling each other names? Sounds like a school fight. Nuclear weapons existing, etc.
I think they just have like a roast battle between each other, and they just like mock each other's haircuts. They both got very, very unique haircuts. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're trying to outdo themselves. It's like if you have a weird hairstyle, it gives you an automatic pass to become a crazy idiot who wants to try and blow up the world.
Dang, bro.
Also, Kim Jong. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Bro.
I know, dude. It's so I just don't get it, right?
That's pretty good.
And anyway, like, what's up with Kim Jong Un firing missiles into the sea? It's like he's trying to freaking.
That was pretty heavy. Yeah.
He's trying to blow up the giant squid that lives there or something.
Well, the beef continues now, and it's even entered the realm of car parking.
Oh God.
North Korea has racked up huge amounts of parking fines in New York. How can they refer to North Korea as a person? North Korea has racked up huge amounts of parking fines. What, did the country travel to New York in its huge car and park over the whole state? Impossible.
What?
I don't know.
Read on, I'm so confused.
The tickets date back to 1990 and the cost is about $156,000.
That's when Zoe was born, 1990.
Oh, well, maybe there's the link.
Yeah.
Zoe's
actually North Korean. I'm changing the title of this video. Zoella is actually North Korean.
North Korea's diplomatic website says the fines are incorrect and the amount isn't true and they won't be paying. Well, that's what everyone says. North Korea use a better excuse.
Imagine Kim Jong Un. No, I'm not paying.
It wasn't me. Syria owes 300. Okay, first of all, these countries that are listed are the ones that have big beef with the US.
So are these people that have come over from these countries and then not paid and got parking fines in this country and not paid them? I'm guessing.
But they're there for the United Nations talk. Surely they get like some sort of.
I see.
Surely they get some sort of like, I don't know, haven to park there.
Yeah.
Like still making them park while listening to some American guy jogging on for about 12 hours. He's like, I'm not paying for my damn parking. Right? Well, Syria owes 362,000, Iran with 184,000, Russia with 104, China with 398.
You're never getting that back.
They're just going for the countries that are at war and they're going, I know how we'll bleed their economy dry.
Yeah.
With parking fines.
You're never getting that back. Nah. And that is why this is a picture of a lady from Russia who has not paid her parking fine. We still don't know why this picture's in here. Hopefully we'll find out.
That's it.
But maybe this is a lady maybe this is the lady, it's definitely not the Carrot or the McLaren. Maybe it's a lady who hasn't paid her parking fine. If you've seen this lady, please track her down and call the helpline on 090 300.
That's my number, bro. What are you doing?
Also, I'm going to grab my laptop quickly because I can see the chat there if I've got my laptop.
Alright, Andre. Well, we got some some pretty interesting stories to come, that's for damn sure. Someone's definitely going to put some copy in here.
Some what?
Some poop scoop.
Poppycock.
Like, I mean, the word poop scoop is coming up in our headlines now in the actual text.
It's like we're really trying to inject the name of the
You've
show.
been hiring someone behind my back.
I can't tell you, mate. I cannot tell
screening
you.
someone to potentially take over my spot.
Well, who knows?
I'll get more points, I promise.
I can neither confirm nor deny. If you pay your parking fines, look, you didn't read out South Africa on that list.
Yeah, well,
Russia with 104,000, China with 398, South Africa in brackets Georgian. Look,
Well,
40
joke's on you because
£40.
Georgian is 40 pounds.
When are you gonna pay it?
Georgian's actually from Zimbabwe.
That's what it's. I just can't. I get confused between South Africa and Zimbabwe
Common
when
mistake.
it's spelt. You know. Right. Let me just quickly go into the chat and see what mans are saying.
What's poppin'?
Super chat. Joe, check your super chat. I am. Can't bloody. I am. Right. Okay. So the chat goes so much faster on here, so I can see more comments. But this goes so fast.
It is cruising.
Okay. Next up. Not all heroes. We all know this. Not all heroes wear capes. Some have YouTube channels.
Are you waiting for some sort of comment from me to be like, that's you? Casper is a hero.
No,
right?
I've just seen so many like Instagram posts of people there. Not all heroes wear capes, and it's got pictures like YouTubers, as in like we've obviously helped people, which is great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Don't know why I took the mick out of it. I didn't really, but you know, backtracking. Not all heroes wear capes, but some do wear robes, right? In the aftermath of Hurricane Irma has been terrible, right? Oh, the aftermath of Hurricane Irma has been terrible. But the images of seeing communities helping each other has been great, including Jake Paul. You know, he's out there with his jet ski helping people out.
I thought that was pretty fun.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
Right way to put, but yeah.
The emergency services were out helping people when they saw another good Samaritan, a nun wielding a chainsaw. Okay. In the wrong lighting, the image of a nun with a chainsaw might look like something terrifying from a horror movie or the end of the world. Quick interruption. Second recommendation for this weekend. If you're into your horror films, there's a thing on Netflix called It Follows. It's an old film. Watched that last night. Terrifying. I found that scarier than It. Not gonna lie. It's hard to explain though, so give it a watch. If you like scary films and sex, it's for you.
Damn, Joe.
I know, sorry.
It's the news, damn it.
It's Friday though. We're past Watershed. It's actually 7:30. Not in this case though. Sister Mary Ann had seen a huge tree blocking the road and witnessed a near car crash because of it. And she was like, I ain't having any of this. Hell no. So she set off to the local school to see what tools they had that might be useful to help people. And she chose the chainsaw. This is when the police stumbled across the chainsaw-wielding nun cutting up a massive tree to clear the road. The sister said, there was a need, I had the means, so I wanted to help. And there's a picture of her right now with said chainsaw. There she is. Someone needs to turn this into a computer game. You know?
None saw.
In a few years' time, I want to see PewDiePie playing an indie game of a nun with a chainsaw. It's got to happen.
Clearing roads of trees.
Clearing roads of trees.
Avoid the squirrels or else you're game over.
Oh, perfect. And I mean, I guess that's it. We still didn't work out. I mean, we didn't go to the sport. No, I don't know. We still do not know.
This picture
We still did not work out. If any of you guys can help us work out where this picture's from, is it supposed to be in there?
It looks like aftermath of Hurricane Irma.
Do you think? No. Really?
I just saw some rubble. No, that's grass. Never mind.
Looks like a girl doing the walk of shame back from Jack Maynard's house.
From losing the nun game.
Yeah. Right, anyway, thanks very much, Jiren. If you'd like to vacate now so we can get our sports correspondent on.
Yeah, let's get
as
him
it's
on.
now time, ladies and gentlemen, for the sports section of the Poop Scoop. This week, bring on in...
Could have given me some different wardrobe than my...
Yeah, what's your name?
Stunden.
Stunden with the sports.
Stunden's double-barreled, if you can...
Oh,
Stunden.
Stunden.
Yeah, it's not Stunden, it's Stunden.
Stunden.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Stunden.
All right, sports section, the poop, scoop, and jogging.
Oh, we've had a chat come in. Caitlin Simons. Caitlin Simons. I'm coming to meet you with my friends Dawn and Chloe in Liverpool. Bring Byron if you can. We'll ask him when we see Byron next. We'll ask him if he wants to
really
go.
hard to get hold of.
You two are so funny. Congratulations on the book, by the way. Thank you so much. Absolute legend, Caitlin. I'll see you in Liverpool. I'll ask Byron when I see him.
Scouse.
Liverpool. Yeah.
Scouse.
Scouse, mate.
That's it.
Scouse. That's how you talk. Like that.
It's good. It's good, bro. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
The poop scoop and jogging, two very different worlds finally come together. Hang on, is this a new story about us indirectly?
I don't know.
There's always been a distinct lack of pooping involved in jogging, and that's why we've ignored it as a sport
I don't want to know about this.
up until now. I'm guessing.
They're not going to run and poo themselves, is
So, you know, in marathons,
Yeah.
the people run obviously like, I don't know, in South Africa, there's comrades, there's like 100 and something kilometers, and along the way you got to use the toilet.
Yeah.
So instead of stopping, you just pee yourself as you
They do.
run. Yeah.
I've seen Paula Radcliffe do it.
Okay.
Famously,
That must have been
Paula
autistic.
Radcliffe did it, and she got a lot of stick for it. But I say you go for it.
But I draw the line when you're sharting down the back of your spandex.
It depends if you haven't taken your Imodium before the race,
That I didn't think of.
because Imodium stops you from pooing, doesn't it? And then
Maybe that'll cause some sort of internal, what do they call it when you run? Stitches.
Oh yeah. Oh, can you imagine that's the worst? I always get stitches when I run. Always.
Maybe it's just worth it then. Well, let's find out. A Colorado family are trying to track down someone they've dubbed the Mad Pooper. About once a week, a jogger stops in their garden, squats down, and curls one out.
No.
That is hilarious.
That is brilliant.
Kathy Bird said, I put a sign on the wall that, that's like, please, I'm begging you, please stop. But it's still going on.
I'm sorry, but you must have something against that family to be like, do you know what? Every Saturday, every Saturday morning?
Oh, once a week.
They
mix the days up.
For example, every Saturday morning, I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure I do a poo on her lawn. Imagine, I'd be out there with a shotgun waiting the guy like, yeah, you try it, mate, and I'll blow your arse cheeks off.
Oh my word. Okay, at one point, I'm going to blow your ass cheeks off. At one point, the kids in the family even saw the Mad Pooper during the act. No. And the family went out to confront the woman. Kathy said to the jogger, Are you serious? And got a simple reply, yeah, sorry. The confusing thing is that there's a public toilet around the corner and none of the neighbors have ever experienced it. So what is the Mad Pooper up to? After putting up a security camera, the family finally have got some pictures of the runner and are hoping to track her down. I thought that was a guy.
We've figured it out! It's us! She's the Mad Pooper!
Oh my gosh, no wonder she's wearing a skirt. Easy exits.
She's been doing poos in people's garden. You dirty scoundrel!
Oh god.
Shame on you. Let's name and shame her. There you go. If you know that woman, do a poo in her garden. Follow her home and do a poo in her garden.
Date lady.
Someone said, is it Grace Helbig? No, it's not. I don't think so.
It could be the Tinder date lady, and ever since her poo got so famous, she just wants to keep making the headlines.
She's now on tour in America just doing poos in people's gardens. I tried to throw out the toilet, but I missed, and then I didn't go. I'm sorry. That's unbelievable.
Oh my god.
That reminds me of, no joke, that reminds me of a time where recently, about last week, I was driving through Soho, right, in London, and it's very bad traffic, right? Always is in Soho. So I was stuck in traffic in a taxi. I look out to my left, and there's a guy, no joke, like from me to you guys away right now, for this distance, outside my door. He just stops, looks me dead in the eye, squats down, pulls his trousers down. I can see his meat and two veg flapping about, and just there's a poo on the floor, on the path, where everyone's walking past, just does a poo, while staring me in the eye. I've never felt so scared for my life, ever. I locked the door, I thought this.
Okay, that is freaking weird.
Locked the door.
But did he whop? That's the first thing.
We drove off before, he's like mid curling out as he drove off, and I was like, I wish I Snapchatted it, but saved it and sent it to my mates, so I wouldn't obviously post it online normally. But I was like, I need to video this, but I was like, actually no, I probably shouldn't. But so I didn't in the end. But I was like, what the hell was that all about? But anyway, there you go. That sums up London. Now on to the weather. Jaron, or are you still Sportden? What was your name? Sprindon.
Forgot my name. It's a problem I have.
Sprinkler.
Should I get Georgian back in with the weather?
Yeah, Georgian back for the weather, please.
The weather is really dark.
It's the first time this year on the Poop Scoop. Is it first time this year? Probably not, actually. First time in this series where we've actually ended the show and it's dark outside, which you know what that means?
Winter.
Winter is upon us. Winter is coming.
Looking forward to the cold, Brad.
I am for the first week of the cold, and then I'm looking forward to Winter Wonderland. That's it. Then I'm getting the hell out of here. Season 3 of the Poop Scoop will be in the Bahamas.
Oh, what? Will you be taking a co-anchor?
It all depends on how well this series does. You know, I'd love to put it in a studio on the beach, but
Hey guys, help a brother out here, would you?
yeah, if
Please?
you really enjoy this show,
on the cards here.
just make sure you're loyal to it. You know, tell your mates about it.
There we go.
Just track this woman down. Let's us together track this lady down.
Is
Thank you
that
very
the
much,
test?
Katie Kelly. Katie Kelly wants this show to continue. She's helping the good cause.
Is that the test? If they can track the lady down, then I go to
Yeah.
the Bahamas to be a co.
We should. Oh, I tell you what we should do. We should get the mad pooper lady versus None with a chainsaw in a fight to the death.
Death match.
I would love that.
Death match.
That's what.
Hell in a Cell.
Let's try and track them down, get hold of them, and try and arrange that for the next week's episode.
Does she look like a fighter to you?
Yes. You can never. You thing is, it's always the ones that you don't suspect it.
Yeah,
you know.
you can see pain behind that smile.
Yeah. There's fire in those eyes and pain behind that smile and
right.
petrol in that chainsaw.
She wants to go out with a bang.
Yeah, she does.
Up along. Right on, bro.
Hi from Stellies. I'm actually from Europe, but hope you're coming over soon. Maybe Matey's Jewel in January.
You got that all wrong, bro.
What? What's that?
Hi from Stellies, as in Stellenbosch.
Oh.
I'm actually from Europe, but you're coming over soon. Maybe Marty's. Marty's is the nickname for Stellenbosch University. Okay, it's Joel, not Jewel. Fun. Joel is like party.
How do you know all this?
Well, I'm South African.
Oh, I didn't realise. Thank you so much, Ace. Yeah, we'll head over there. We're gonna be there again probably this year at some point. So yeah, maybe we'll come over for a Jewel.
There we go, bro.
Congratulations! Oh, thank you, Hildy. Congratulations on the book. Can anyone tell Byron, or whatever his name is today, that he is gorgeous? Have a nice weekend, boys. Jaron. Tell Byron when you see him that he's gorgeous.
Oh, which one is 3?
You should be a model. You know that? An Airfix model.
What's FX?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I don't want to know over my head, bro.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Sorry, bro.
I'll show you.
This is gonna be bad.
You have to laugh at this joke.
Or else. Is it gonna be hands or
Like an
something?
Airfix model, like one of these little models you make, you know, you like glue it together with the parts.
That was
Okay.
clever,
I
bro.
love Airfix models. I'm gonna do a YouTube channel just where I make Airfix models. There's gotta be. I'm gonna check that right now. There's gotta be. Sorry guys, this turned into a kind of like just chilled out session at the end. Wait 1 second. In other news, Byron and I are actually having band practice later on today. Very excited about that.
Something. We're gonna actually put something into a permanent format.
We went to see the Foo Fighters this week, as you know, and it really did inspire us to live that rock and roll lifestyle.
So the fire in your eyes, bro.
Yeah,
More fire than the nun had in her eyes when she was chainsawing those trees down.
can't believe it. Right, Airfix.
Oh. Airfix equals plus 5.
Airfix model channels. Look, see?
Oh, these are
There's
real
reviews
things.
of it, yeah.
What?
Holy crap.
God, you should
Look, it tells you
YouTube
how to
this so
build
you know what we're
tanks.
talking about as well.
Oh, I used to love, me and my dad used to build these together when we were younger. Look, see, there he is.
He did.
Absolute legend. Look, he knows the score.
What? There's a real
Look,
art
see,
to
look,
this. It's
look at that.
freaking Good.
See, look, he's putting him with like tweezers and everything.
Do you have
like
a
how-
steady hand?
Yes, I have a very steady hand. But amazing, isn't it?
And you paint it and everything?
Yeah, then you paint it afterwards.
Sounds awesome.
Yep. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this.
Thanks, bro. I'll take up that
We're
profession
just
as
sat here
soon as I
watching
can.
Airfix model things.
Oh.
Anyway, guys, that is the end of this week's Poop Scoop episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you have pressed a little bell so you know when the next live show is. They're usually at 7 p.m. on Fridays. We had a bit of a wobbly week last week. We didn't wear our costumes. One half of us didn't wear our costumes.
Excuse me, I've collared up.
Although I haven't got the tie
everything.
today. I've gone
Oh.
casual Fridays. But we're gonna be, we're gonna. There's a video out this weekend which I'm very excited about. We actually have to go and finish filming it right now. Very excited for it though. Hope you have enjoyed it. We will see you next week. Start to put your names in the comments. I'll read out a load of your names right now. And we will see you next week with another episode. But
Thank
until
you,
then,
San Pellegrino, for not sponsoring this video.
shout out to San Pellegrino. They've been our product of the episode. And we should do that actually. A product of the episode. Just give
If
a
we can
random
get an
company.
Airfix model for the next product,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
it would be a big ask.
We should do a live show of us building an Airfix model. It'd be the most boring thing for you guys to watch,
But we'll be having the best time ever.
but we will be enjoying it. Remember that time we built the
Lego,
We
bro.
built a Lego Leaning Tower of
Oh, yeah, that was
that was like the
classic.
first night I met you, I think.
Probably
One of the
up
first
there.
nights. Everyone went out for a night out. Me and Byron Georgian stayed in and built a Leaning Tower of Pisa out of Lego.
That was classic, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, Tara, Danielle, Demi, Courtney, Mags, Jessa, Noga, Aisha, Ella, Joe, Ellie, Daisy, Dan, Anna, Kat, Paige, Emily, Fatima, June, Becca, Veronique, Asa, Major, Emily, Jasmine, Rhoda, Dar, Hannah, Bethany, Emily, Fatima again, Jessica, Nikki, Victoria, Ruby, Claire, Ellie, Louise, Chloe, Paris, Millie, Becky. See, on there it's going fast, but on here, look.
Oh my
Yo,
gosh.
okay, I'll try to do it from here.
impossible.
Brenda, Harriet, oh my god, Marnie, Neve, Danny, Lucy, Jade, Lauren, Jasmine. We're very girl heavy today. Is there any guys? If you're a guy, type your name in. Luke Skywalker,
all the way from Mars.
Theo,
Hey.
Judy, Lucas, Jessica, Hermione, Emma, Doris, Emily, Emma, Simran, Emmy, Diana, Meg, Taya, Sophie, Sana, Jolie, Theo, Abby, traffic report. Oh, we didn't do a traffic report. Traffic report.
What? I see.
Pretty cash.
2 cars.
I tell you what, there's no blooming Ubers on the road. That's for sure. A lot of black cabs, not a lot of Ubers.
It's all done.
Oh dear. Gillian and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Woo!
Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for tuning in, Bikini
happy
Bottom.
yeah, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
It's been real.
It has.